Hey Regina, welcome to Honeycomb. Let's take a tour. This is our main area where all the great hair happens. I absolutely love this space for all the sun that comes in. We have south-facing windows, and I just feel like the sun is just such a nice feature to this location. We have a lot of space between our stations. I wanted the stylists to feel like they had a lot of space to create. So we added 4 more stations. At our other location, we only had 6. So here we have 10. What I love most about these double-sided stations is that they can unlock and roll away. So we plan on doing events, education, classes, and we wanted to make sure that when we do have these events that the space feels open, we can have chairs. We even rent the space out to local makeup artists if they also want to host a class. There's tons of potential with an open layout like that. Over here, we have more stations and our awesome projector. Sometimes we'll just play like music videos and like pop-up video, much music. Like I love the play on nostalgia. Our HC made it over as well. You may notice that it's not gold anymore. I'm having a moment with chrome and I just love the silver aspect. I think it goes along with our minimalist, more contemporary design. The desk also at the other location had some greenery elements to it on the side, and we decided to just add this black paneling on it. It just made it a little bit more modern, a little bit more aligned with our industrial design here. And you may notice a lot of orders here. We just had a Black Friday sale, so we have some pickups to do. I gotta do some deliveries, so you guys have kept me very busy with that, which is so lovely. And I'm excited to give you guys all your little gifts for Christmas. This is our sink area. Actually, there used to be bathrooms here before we renovated it, so you'll notice the floor has a lot of character to it, and I think there was like vinyl over here on the floor that we had to like rip off. And again, I was like, let's just keep it. Let's keep the floor with how it is. The sink area was very important for me to have a ton of space between them. At our previous location, the sinks were very tight, close together. You know, a lot of the magic happens here with toning and blending, and some of the stylists have to get in on the side to do so. So I really wanted to create that space between each. We brought in the tables. If you have coffee, we offer delicious coffee. And if you have one, then at least you can set it here if you're at the sink for a little bit. Back here is where all of the products are. I used to have a plant up here, and of course I'm still learning how to take care of them. So it did die on me, so I'm in the middle of looking for another one. But right here is just kind of our plant wall. It just gives it a little bit of character over here. So I do need to work on my plant skills for sure. This is where our retail lives. We carry Orbay and Kevin Murphy. We also have products like K18, T3, Hot Tools, which are honestly one of the best tools that I've used. When the clients are getting their hair washed, we can talk about the products we're using and they can visually see, you know, which color we're using. Say we're using the Super Shine, they can see, oh, it's that dark blue one there, and ask questions about other products that they like to see while sitting and getting their hair washed. Over here, this is our waiting area. We kept this area very minimal and open as well. We have extra storage underneath the bench for any extra products and inventory that we have. It's just like an easy access to grab those things in there. And my uncle actually built this bench, which is very cool. So the drawers open and we store all the product in there. Here we have the tree. I am so happy with how this tree looks. We definitely honed in on the disco ball theme. I just also love the flexion that the disco ball gives with all the sun that comes in here. So we decided to do a tree that is very silver focused and just sparkles when the sun comes in as well, especially with the little disco ball topper. What's really cool about our sunny space is that we have a lot of parallel sunbeams that come in, and we wanted to do a little play on that in the waiting area. So we added the disco ball to reflect light on the walls, the ceiling, and it's such a pretty moment when the sun comes in. And actually throughout the day, it kind of comes and goes. So it's super pretty to watch throughout the day. And next to the waiting area, we relocated the bathrooms to be here. So we have the two to choose from. And this is one of my favorite paint colors. I really loved the like deep Merlot. This bathroom is the smaller bathroom out of the two, but that's where I felt like I could play with maybe some colors. I do think I want to add some art in here, or like big posters, some like fun, funky art. So I do want to add that eventually, but we kept things really clean and minimal. I loved the checkered tile. There's so many options, but I really liked the play on the gray that kind of looked like the concrete out on the main floor, and then the pop of marble with that as well. This is one of my favorite little details about the bathroom is the phone placement on top of the toilet paper holder. Where do we put our phones when we go to the bathroom? Like, I don't want to put it on the floor. So I really thought this was an important touch to the bathroom. So now we're going to take you into our staff room. This part of the design was really important for me to keep everything open, transparent. I always just think like when I'm in a restaurant and you see the glass dividing the chefs from where you're dining, I just think that's really cool to see the artists in action. Another thing I love about these doors is that they're soft open and soft close, so they will never just like slam open or slam closed. So we'll close these so I can easily just let them close softly, which I find pretty cool. Welcome to our back room. This is where our stylists get the most creative back here. The island, I would say this is probably the first time I've ever seen an island in a hair salon. I just thought, we have the space, why not put an island in? To me, an island is where it's the heart of the home. Everyone gathers around it, you create around it, conversations flow a lot more easier. So I really feel like the island is a huge part of our salon culture. I think so many things can happen here and it just keeps us all connected, and you almost feel like you're at someone's house, so it makes it feel very homey as well. The back room sometimes can be an afterthought for a lot of salons, and I wanted it to be still well designed, well laid out, and still have a lot of sun and natural light coming in here. I also wanted it to be well organized. We have a lot of supplies and things to create beautiful hair, so I just wanted to have a ton of drawers. We decided to do a black matte front on them. I think it's a nice contrast to having everything really minimal and bright in here. The black just kind of adds that contrast to the space. Everything is drawers, so you'll see here we have all of our bowls in here. And then this is another one of my favorite parts too, is this hidden brush drawer. So when I was designing this, I really thought of everything on how my day-to-day went and where everything was to make it easier for the stylist to just not spend a ton of time figuring out where everything is. It has its spot. And then we have the stack of, kitchenware and tea. You'll notice our latte go. This makes it super easy to create more of a higher end coffee without having to take the time away from, mixing color and styling. You can just press, latte macchiato and it will make it for you. While you can go mix up color. So I think this is also just a great setup for stylists to just still focus on hair, but we're still getting really nice coffee for our clients. So here it made sense to keep this drawer by the sink where we recycle color, we recycle gloves, and then from there you can go to the sink and clean your bowls and brushes. We had a big dishwasher at our old location and it just never felt full enough to run. So IKEA, luckily, had a teeny tiny dishwasher, an 18-inch, where it was panel ready, which I also loved. So we have this wonderful little dishwasher that gets filled probably every day, so it doesn't feel like a complete waste to run it. So We love her. That is all. Thank you for watching and touring 1600 13th Avenue. We hope to see you guys soon.